Kate is going to share a diary entry from when she was 10 years old, and we're also going to hear a couple of poems she wrote when she was in high school. And the thing you need to know about these poems is that at the time when she was 17, Kate thought these were very deep and angsty pieces of art. Now she realizes they are terrible train wrecks. Please welcome Kate to our stage.
June 13th, 1995. Dear Diary, I haven't written in for so long because I lost my diary keys again. Here's my update. Kaylin told me today she met a guy and they like each other. On Saturday, she said her friend told her to kiss him. Today, I felt all sorts of feelings. Am I ready for boys? What happened to cute little Kathleen? I am now going to write myself a letter when I'm 12. Dear 12-year-old Kate, who's cutest in your classroom? Since Ryan's class left, that narrows it down to Curtis and Trevor. Well, who's cutest in grade 7? Are you, bracket me, pretty? How's Kaylin doing with her boy toy? Do you have one? That's all I'm wondering. Kathleen, age 11. March 6, 1997. Dear Diary, I need someone to write to or talk. I just got done a book called Secret Diaries, Volume 1, Temptation. In it, a girl, well, teenager, writes in her diary in a code. I thought about it and decided to write in you again. I suppose I should name you something more appropriate than diary. How's pal? No. What about friend? I just don't know anymore about anything. Mom is fixing up Ray's old room. She's painting it, making shelves, ripping out the rug. I want to move out of my room. It's not really my room. More like Rhonda's old one, Ray's old room. For once, I want my room. My social life is okay. I still like Ryan. I have the impression he likes me too, but it's probably all in my head. My grades are sky high. It seems like Margie, Ryan, Clayton, and I are always fighting for the highest marks. The dogs are great. Smokey passed on a while back, about a week. I didn't cry, even though I did when she merely went missing for a day. I'll try to keep up writing in you if I can. Well, bye. March 7th, Dear Diary, I am left here to pick up the shreds of my so-called life. Rhonda is going to the dance of the century, leaving me. Not like if I went, I would have any fun. Mish would be curling, and I would only dance with Margie anyway. I might have been able to drag a guy out by his hair, but what's the point? I'd rather stay here and read a book. Volume 2, that is. I'm going to start a dream journal and see what I get. March 8th, Dear Diary, I finished Volume 2 of Secret Diaries. 300 pages. Well, 297, but who's counting? I can finish it in a day. I did. Many say I don't have a life. Well, not to me, but people say, get a life all the time. Just because my life is different than the cool kids, that's my choice. I like myself. I have good ears, eyes, and smell. I never forget a face. I always remember what people say. I'm sure ugly, but all my senses are the best. I would have gone to the dance last night, but I wasn't feeling well, and I would dance my heart out, but my heart is gone. Ryan took it when he flirted with Amanda. Well, it's been nice pouring my heart out, but I'm done now. Bye. Okay, this poem is called Knowledge, March 9th, 2001. You can read sonnets and poems abound, but if you've never basked in the sweet warmth of love, you know nothing. You can look at pictures and brochures, but if you've never traveled and smelled the air on the other side of the universe, you know nothing. You can speak of mystical places, but if you've never attended a ball in a palace in your imagination, you know nothing. You can sit on your high pedestal with your degrees, honorary graduate certificates, and books about war, but until you've lived 1 second when your heart is pounding of fear or your body is pulsing of love, you know nothing. The biggest mistake you can make is mistaking knowledge for wisdom. Okay, I also dabbled in extended metaphors. Cake, May 13th, 2001. The relationship cake. All ingredients in half-cup form. 1/2 from guy, 1/2 from girl. Mix in a bowl. Trust, respect, caring, attraction, and courage. Mix ingredients and let them sit for a while to let them get to know one another. Bake from the heat of a first kiss. Now you have a relationship cake. It looks good, tastes good. Feel free to set it aside and have some milk if you don't want any at the moment, or if you hit a butter lump. If the cake just doesn't taste right, maybe you forgot some ingredients, or this just isn't the right mix. Cake must be constantly upheld with patience, understanding, and romance. If one party doesn't uphold their part of the cake, it just can't be eaten. Sometimes when the cake is gone, one person doesn't want to bake another cake with you. Respect it, and don't waste your precious ingredients on them. You don't have to eat cake. When one person makes the cake themselves, it doesn't taste good to either people. If you want cake, but it is unavailable to you, muffins will have to suffice. Bracket, by muffins, I mean platonic relationships, but that's a whole other metaphor. Thank you.